All right, welcome everyone to our last night of quarterfinals for the PMA Overwatch League. Tonight we're going to be seeing SpicyBoiz versus Rock'em Sock'em Possums. Tonight we have I'm McStupidhead in the casting booth with Cardis and with Gray Pilgrim on cams tonight. So we're
Everyone.
And so we have our lineups for these teams on the screen now. Captains Fire Chicken and Iron Brew. Hold on, sorry.
Just waiting on the verification of lineups from the Rock'em Sock'em.
He's
He's DMing.
sending it to the wrong person.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Looks like our first is going to be Control Point. It's going to be on Nepal. Oh, me and Charles were not friends, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Okay.
That happens from time to time. So everyone's got like 14 accounts in this league, so it makes for a good time.
Hold on.
Okay, there. All right, and then we're getting there, and then that person's gonna spectate that color. All right. Okay. Sorry, we have some requests for people's names to be by each other, and it's making everything very complicated. So give me 1 second here.
These two teams, I'm expecting a decent amount coming from Foxman and Iron Brew, obviously. Just being a pain the whole time. Rock'em Sock'em. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching them play. I think that I've cast a few of their games this season. It's always a good game to watch.
All right, it looks. Once we get a final R from our captains, we will go into our first point on Nepal.
Yeah, I really don't think we can sleep on Magnar and Charles, though, collectively. I mean, and the rest of the Rock'em Sock'em team, they've come a long way this season over last season and really put up some fantastic fights against teams that, by statistics, should have beaten them handily.
Alright, that's ours from both teams.
Traveling to Nepal. Initiating match.
Alright, let's see.
Ready for battle.
So we got some Ryan Zarya here on both sides. Lucio on both sides. Maktar's busting out a Torbjorn. Torbjorn just got. Are those changes are they live now? Look. So Torb is going to be a pretty strong pick, but Heroic and Foxum on their patented heroes will be a force to reckon with, and Dangai rolling out a Sombra. Always very, very helpful.
Alright. And Sanguin's behind on the list, but he gets hacked.
Foxum does get the pick on, but then Omnilus falls as well. Magnar takes on Iron Brew. That turret has been uncontested so far. And it looks like the first point is going to go to the Rock'em Sock'em, what are Possums, I guess, the Opossums. So Heroic's going to try to contest here, maybe just get a little punch in and get out. Foxum's being a little aggressive here with that positioning. He's going to get out and take some high ground. Omnilus here going to go in and start swinging away on his Reinhardt counterpart. Gets pinned there. Yep. Little counter charge there. Nothing coming of it yet. Heroic gets a punch in on the Reinhardt. Early coalescence from Colored here, and he gets taken down there by Heroic. Reckless takes out Sandowam, so this will be a quick turnover to the SpicyBoiz.
Allow me to repair the damage.
So good.
I think Sandowam was trying to get the Ryan to go for a shatter on the team back there, but got dealt more damage than he was expecting.
Yeah.
Right, they have the Sombra scouting.
And that dang guy's trying to be a little sneaky as they're holding this high position, which I think bodes well for especially for their DPS line. You give Foxum some space and he's going to do a lot of damage. Takes out the turret, a hack coming out. Oh no, big shatter gets 2, but then he gets shattered as well. How did Ironbird get shattered? The angle there was very sharp, it looked like. And a Grav gets a couple, gets 3, but nothing doing it. There's no follow-up there, just Grav was just kind of thrown. Burrow gets a big pick there on Magnar. And Brewer takes out Bad Swamp Daddy. Zarya on Zarya Violence. So a good hold so far on this first, on this first point here, up to 60%. So it's still got a lot of fight left in both teams, percentage-wise. And Brewer trying to keep up that charge, or here the little charge he does have. He's trying to get a little bit more.
They're gonna grab Dragon right here.
Yeah, it's probably the win condition. They get 3 and the beat comes out, and that's gonna delay that win condition. But Magnar takes out a few. I don't think he was in the grab, so he didn't get affected by anything. The beat nullified most of it. And it's gonna go back over to Rock'em Sock'em Opossums. I know the O is silent. It's just fun to say Opossum. So ult economy is still on right now on the side of the SpicyBoiz. So see how they can use it to their advantage. They are down a Grav though. The Grav advantage is definitely on the Rock'em Sock'em side, but not by much. Maktar takes out Foxum early. That's gonna stall this push just a little bit here, unless Heroic can get a pick of his own. That turret is a little tricky there on point, so we'll see how much damage I can pump in before something happens. Heroic gets hacked by the Sombra up there. They're just kind of waiting. They're waiting patiently for their Hanzo. Good move, and going for a space jam there. And I don't think he got anyone. Heroic went for the turret, but punched the wall instead. They do end up getting it. Let's see what this meteor strike does here. and gets blocked by Sandowam. Iron Brew takes out the Magnar, heroic Sandowam. Big EMP, got 4 of them. 5 even, but it's a little too late. That beat came out. Questionable, I think. Fight was won at that point, but we're in last fight territory here. I think for both teams. There's a shatter from Sandowam, so let's see if he comes in, uses it. But he cannot get there in time. First point's gonna go to the SpicyBoiz.
1-0. Ready for battle.
We're on the inside point here, and you know, I'd be shocked if I didn't see Iron Brew roll out on the hamster. He loves going underneath and getting booed people off, but he might just roll with his Zarya because him and Omnilus have been playing pretty well. Might not want to break up the synergy, but at some point, there it is. As soon as I start talking about how they have good synergy, he busts it out. Look for him to go underneath and try to boot someone off. I think I've heard that call about 1 billion times playing with him, so.
And I kind of expect Magnar Simp to be looking for the same kind of thing. Where he can.
Absolutely. Oh, Hero gets taken down early, but Omnilus is in it right now. There's 4 people with him, so I don't know how much he can survive. He went to the point, which is a smart play. He didn't get a good rotation, but Possums does take him out. That's a good play by him. Heroic is back, so they can. This is still a winnable point for the SpicyBoiz. No, not anymore. Well,
I mean, if they keep letting Foxman stay in their backline.
yeah. That whole point. Well, not. So Magnar Sim cannot touch any longer. But that whole point, I was like kombucha girl, like going well, you know, the whole time.
Yeah, I don't want to call anything yet because I'm not sure enough on what's actually happening here.
Yeah. They're sort of building up some percentage. They're trying to take a back cap here from that Dan guy. Early Dragon coming out from Foxum. Omnilus is kind of no man's land. A charge that probably wanted to pin someone but didn't end up working out. Heroic got solo grabbed. Which is, I guess it's a good use of that grab if you win the fight. But Foxum is just in their back line. It's, you know, they're finally get him. Color finally takes him out, but he was in a lot of work back there. And Iron Brew's putting a lot of pressure on Magnar Simp over there, at least trying to anyway. Omnilus gets a Solo Shatter Sandowam and takes him out, and then charges it. Omnilus is playing crazy right now. I love it. Turret gets taken out, and some big picks by the DPS of SpicyBoiz.
It is.
And
Rock'em Sock'em needs to just take their time and get together.
yeah, they've gone in, you know, 5v6 or trickled in each fight like they were trying to force overtime or something like that. So they need to group up and try to get this a little bit better coordinated effort. Sandowam's walking in with the shield, and Omnilus with another charge. He catches the Zarya, but the Zarya has a barrier for that, and Omnilus does get taken out by Magnar Simp. They finally made a good rotation to the point. Take out Foxum, and a big mines. It's a pretty evenly spread out mines on the point. It's a good one by Iron Brew. Heroic falls a bad Swamp Daddy, but Viceroy Griff takes out Magnar Simp. Oh, and Reckless with the boop on the bad Swamp Daddy always feels good. Dragons is coming in from the point, and Omnilus, something happened? Hello? Viceroy Griff gets pinned. Sandowam might be. Well, I wasn't looking at his health bar, but I thought he was going to try to make a play. And Spicy Boy, with 2 Ys, a singular Spicy Boy, wins that round. 1-0 to the SpicyBoiz. Nice little play coming there out of Heroic. Iron Brew 67% kill participation. It's too short of the ultimate goal, so
Epic.
still got the 5 votes. So good round from both teams. Is the scoreboard says like 1-0 for SpicyBoiz and like a 2-0 win, but that was pretty even, especially in the first point. Oh, Omnilus is going to restart his game. That's okay. That's what we're here for. Oh, goodness.
You know, there's like a move button that you can click instead of having to move them
Is there?
individually. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna make my life so much easier, honestly. I don't do this very often. So, oh my god, that was so easy.
You're welcome, chat.
I was someone say that like
No,
why is he-
no.
Oh, okay.
But I realized that was what was happening last game.
Yeah.
When you were setting, I was like, it's too late now.
I appreciate that.
It'll make swaps a lot easier too.
Yes. So I think right now the DPS matchup is the thing that's putting SpicyBoiz. There's a lot more pressure on the tanks from the DPS from SpicyBoiz than on Rock and Sock'em. I think once Macknar switched to the Ashe, if he'd been able to get in a good position, he would have been able to put a lot of pressure. Just because Ashe is just a really strong hero in really any situation. Going to Numbani.
And you can't see it, but make sure Viceroy Griff is spectating blue.
Thank
Scroll
you.
down a little bit.
Oh, there he is, Viceroy Griff. Being sneaky, a sneaky boy. We're just waiting on the lineup from Rock and Sock'em. Opossums. And we'll be getting on to map number 2. So I think maybe on this this Numbani, if there's lots of high ground, so I think we'll see some monkey. We'll definitely see the ball coming out of Iron Brew, but I hope we get to see some monkey action, maybe from Sandowam, maybe from Omnilus. So just to change it up a little bit, you can expect probably the same. You might see some Genji out of Foxum, being more of a dive-oriented map, being with all that vertical space. He might switch onto that, but if you stick some Hanzo, I don't think anyone would complain.
I know. I mean, he was in their back line the whole last game. Why? Maybe he'll just play Dive Hanzo.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Got a little font conversation going on in chat. Oh, Wingdings. Wingdings is a great font. Can't read it, but I know you can, but I can. I'm not that smart. Okay. Sure, I get this right. We got Colored and Sandawam on tank. We got Bad Swamp Daddy and Macnar on DPS Hunter and, or excuse me, Macnar Simp and Triage on support. Done. All right, we got ours from both captains, so we are starting. Numbani.
Traveling to Mumbai.
I'm personally excited to see some dive, but I'm a Winston main, so I really like the concept of dive. But with the shotgun changes, shield tanks could be making a comeback here, which I also appreciate.
Ready for battle.
Hi stream. That dang guy says hi to the stream. So does Triage. We do have Monkey from both sides. We're running dive on both sides. I love it. I love it. Foxen's busting out the Ash, and Heroic is busting out the new and improved Torbjorn. Then we got another little dive on the attacking from Color Sandowin, some dive tanks. Bad Swamp Daddy on Tracer, Macnar, Sombra, Ana on, or Macnar Simp on Ana, and Triage on Mercy. So we got mirroring support lines.
Defend objective A.
And let's see what they can do here with these dueling dive comps. Magnar's going in doing some scouting. Everyone else is backing up. Or playing back, I suppose. Sinwim's jumping on Omnilus. He's going to take some damage from that turret here. That's where they're looking at stage. And Omnilus with a little counter dive. He's using the bubble a little early, but Sandowan used his over there on the turret and takes it out.
Yeah, and looks like Sandowan's going to go down to that.
Triage
is off.
Yeah. Foxham's in the back. He does jump on the people at the top, and Omnilus gets res by Eldorado, who always seems to get the most ridiculous reses off. Couldn't see if that one was one. But Color gets out of mech and gets dumpstered on by Iron Brew with the butt slam. And pretty clean little fight there from SpicyBoiz. It's not completely over yet. Bad Swamp Daddy was still hanging around, but he decides to just jump off the map in the interest of getting back with this team. So Bruce set up top right there. He's probably going to just do the ball things. Go in there, cause some damage, and get out. Immediately slams. And they're both under supports. Foxen poking some damage. He takes out Macnar. And Brew takes out Triage. Both supports had no chance of getting any value to their team. They're just been pushed by the tanks of SpicyBoiz. Sandowim cannot get out from the turret.
Rogue slept as.
Oh, was he slept?
Trying to get out, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. And Armbrew knocks off Color. I see that was over there on the cliff side, or just swinging through. So 2 clean fights from SpicyBoiz. We are starting to come up on some ults here for both teams. Ult economy definitely in the favor of SpicyBoiz, but we'll see if we can get 2 fights out of this for Rock'em Sock'em. Early nano boost. He's still zapping his monkey counterpart, but he's getting pocketed pretty hard by Eldorado. The Molten Core coming out from Heroic. Ideally, you'd want to spread. I guess it's spread out pretty far, but it's kind of not very. It's in like little pockets. Bad Swamp Daddy takes out Heroic, and it looks like another pretty even, or a pretty clean fight. Lost a couple, but not too bad. And Heroic takes up Sando Wham on the exit. It's not bad fights at all from the side of SpicyBoiz. They will have 3 ults. They have the the Mines, the Angry Monkey, and the Bob. And then we got Dragons and Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb can be a big play because it tends to go around corners that it might, probably shouldn't, but it can be a game changer. Oh, Heroic is maybe not early, but a big Mines in that room. And Omnilus takes out Bad Swamp Daddy, which is big. It's a lot of damage that they're not going to have. There's that. Ooh, he got 2 and the Bob. But I don't think anyone else on his team can touch. Maybe Maknar Simp. Oh no. He was just above the point. He couldn't register. Oh, he couldn't have done much anyway. I thought maybe he had trance, but did not. Very clean from SpicyBoiz.
Initiating match.
So all they need is one tick to win. 33%, or I guess 34% technically, for it to be a 2-0 lead for SpicyBoiz. What do you do here if you're the Rock'em Sock'em Possums?
Ready for battle.
I mean,
that
you can't lose a fight. So,
yeah, this is one fight territory for 4 minutes, which is anxiety written all over it. So. So they're setting up high ground here. They got a Junkrat, which can provide a lot of utility and a lot of damage to the to the tanks, because I think that's what they needed. They need a lot of damage on tanks. Foxen busting out the Genji, Heroic going back to Doomfist, and same supports for SpicyBoiz. Little Sigma action. Sando Wham busting that out. Band Swamp Daddy, lots of utility with the Soldier pick, and then Maknar Simp on Baptiste, which is always a good pick. Immortality is still very, very strong. So not a lot going on right now, just a little spy checking, I think maybe for a Sombra.
there's the...
And takes out Heroic, but he gets an instant res. Oh, but Eldorado gets on early. And Color takes out a couple, and
Alright, so this is...
fairly even. Omnilus goes down. Iron Brew's gonna spin to win. He's probably saying, I'm ultimate defensing on point, get here please. That's probably what he's saying in comms. He's still alive. He takes out the mech. That's actually huge. Baby Diva doesn't get as much value, of course, without the mech. And he's gonna boot Maknar off. Maknar doesn't have as much he doesn't have as much value down there on the ground as he would up top. Omnilus is going to play with his tank buddy. The right play there. Triage just slept. And so that could be problematic because they're just going to let him be. Reckless takes out Colored. And this could be a... Oh, Omnilus gets saved from the Brain Blast by the Nano. And unless Triage can do something extremely nutty here, it doesn't look like he will. Sando Wham gets taken out by Foxem. I don't think Color can get there in time, especially when he gets booped. So that is a 2-0 lead for the SpicyBoiz. Or in this case, the singular Spicy Boy. See who the chosen Spicy Boy is. Omnilus on the Winston. Good old Angry Monkey play there. So a fairly short game coming from these two teams here. Eldorado 29% of the healing, not too bad at all. Got some changes out here off of Rock'em Sock'em, so let me get those. I'm gonna use the move button It's gonna make my life a lot easier.
There's also a swap teams button.
Yes. Okay, it remains the same. I was thinking it would like change all the orders because that's how my.
But the names need to change, and then the spectators need to swap too.
Alright, so it looks like SpicyBoiz, they are ready. They already got an R for them, but I don't even have a map from the from the side of Rock'em Sock'em Opossum, so we're gonna wait on that. So they put Bad Swamp Daddy and Sandwam on tanks. That's a pretty good tank lineup there from both those guys. So we'll see what they can do. Maybe change it up a little bit to get that. Actually, I think they were on the first map, but they played pretty well. So maybe they're gonna have a little more success with that. And it looks like this is the hybrid portion of the evening.
Bad news, boys. I'm actually all out of beer.
Well, do you have time to go get a virgin screwdriver?
Do I have time to go get some orange juice?
I think you do.
It's
And
a very
if you
important
don't, we'll
question.
Yell at you.
They are still thinking on the map, so there is a chance.
Go do it. Do it.
What if the orange juice is at the grocery store and not in my refrigerator?
Oh
It
well,
is
at
in
that
your
point.
refrigerator.
I have some left in the
There's
fridge.
a map pig. Yeah, there's a whole other container you haven't opened yet.
Man, I'm so smart. Buying two at once.
You're welcome, chat, for roommate talk.
I didn't realize I'm a big dummy. I said hybrid when I definitely meant the escort is what I meant to say. We already did the
Yeah, we
hybrid.
definitely just did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oops.
looks like we're going to Havana.
Havana Unana.
Hey Sid, does the orange juice have pulp in it? If so, Jonah's judging you.
Jonah,
So-
you know it has pulp in it. We've talked about this. It's some pulp. It's perfect medium.
So in the Twitch chat, make sure to throw in your picks for match MVP. We'll be throwing up a poll at the conclusion of Rock'em Sock'em Opossums versus the SpicyBoiz, and that way we can have a match MVP for this evening. Got R from both, so we'll be getting along, little doggy here on Havana.
Traveling to Havana. Initiating match.
So I'd be interested to see if if we see some close holding, this is a popular map just because that's a really long first point to close hold. It's definitely a method of mine that I particularly enjoy.
Indeed, I believe made popular by the team Symphony number 5 in a couple seasons ago.
That team was the champions of that season, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
You're absolutely correct. That team actually lost no games
Oh wow,
ever.
no games ever. Shout out to Symphony number 5. Were you on that team, Grey Pilgrim?
I was the captain of that team. I'm just
Heck yeah, shout out. We take those. Hey, I was the captain of, did somebody say peanut butter? So, you know, we... Alright, so they're gonna get a close hold from the little sneaky boys over there. They have to know. They have to know. No, they know. For sure. And Macnar is freezing Iron Brew. That's definitely one way to get rid of the ball play. Macnar does get taken out to Heroic, who is busting up the Sombra. You see him play that a little bit, and they're just gonna set up shop here. They're gonna go to work. They're gonna go to work on the power play. They're up by 1 here, but they're gonna have quick respawn times on the side of SpicyBoiz. And Analyst is getting walled off from his Ana support friend, but gets out right now. Big purple, and Analyst is gonna take them out. So right here, they just need to die on point and stall for as long as they can. Ganween, who's come in. Ganween. I think I'm saying that right. Okay, is coming in on DPS. I think I forgot to mention that, so we'll see what he can do on Reaper. Could be good against always good against the tanks. So now we have dueling Ryan Zarias. Iron Brew switched off of the ball once the Mei came out, and he gets taken out by Bad Swamp Daddy, one of the Swamp Daddies, and a grab that gets the Omnilist in here on the Reinhardt, but he's gonna get pocketed, and he survived all of that damage. Oh, but he got shattered. He got his whole team shattered. Good play by Sandalwham to put the pressure on him, and they're gonna hold this at this elbow. Looks like Iron Brew's gonna be there trying to farm that grab, but he might get picked out here. Analyst charging in and trying to save his Zarya friend, and who does go in with the Graviton. Analyst does fall though to Bad Swamp Daddy. Big beat from that Dan guy to stop that. Macnar takes out Reckless. So a good hold so far by the Rock'em Sock'ems.
This is my will.
Heroic scouting, trying to get a sneaky hack on someone over there on the left. Analyst gonna play the point a little bit, just move it along. And a EMP. And followed up by a large shatter. And maybe an ill-advised Graviton. Probably like to have that one back. Didn't get any value out of it, other than slightly slowing the demise of the team. But Heroic is already going to go do some work up there, doing some scouting for him. They're going to get another touch here with the Blizzard. That could be really big for them. Analyst's going to get nanoed again. Ganween is purple, but he is ulting. He's going to try to he can't get out. They got the point anyway.
Yeah. Iron Brew just sat there and waited for him to walk off point.
I mean, extremely valid play. Nice patience play by Iron Brew. And then you get tunnel vision sometime. Patient play, yeah. So tanks are in it right now for SpicyBoiz, and Foxen takes out Macnar with a nice headshot. Sandowham is still swinging away on Analyst, and there's a lot going on up there. Sandowham takes out Analyst with a charge. Graviton, I think Iron Brew would like to have that one back. There's got a couple in it, but not as much follow-up as he would like. So dueling Gravitons we would like to get back.
But here's Heroic gonna take out Magnar, I think.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
So we got Sights coming up from Foxham. So that's gonna make Magnar gonna give him a tough time for the next 10 seconds or so. Sandman still swinging away on Omnilus, and Omnilus shatters almost the whole team. And he gets nanoed again. Reckless just feeding every nano into him, and I don't disagree with that tactic at all. Yeah, it's a tank. It's a tank main. Yeah. It. Iron Brew's trying to. Oh, go ahead.
Caleb is doing something. Okay,
That is a grab. And Sandowan takes out Heroic with a charge.
hold on, but
Get into position.
definitely it worked. It put him in the wrong spot, and they
Yeah.
took advantage of it.
Foxham. Oh my goodness. Foxham just made sure
He
Dan.
knows that Iron Brew's behind him, trying to do the same thing to him.
He's trying to bait him in. Oh, Magnar, you're in the wrong place, my friend. Well, we've.
No.
60 seconds remaining.
So while we have a lull here, make sure to put in the straw poll who you'd like for, or put in the chat who you'd like for match MVP. We had some pretty good DPS performances, some good tank performances so far, and some good support performances. All of the performances have been good. Foxen taking out Ganymede, that's a big pick early on. And Lucio's trying to help out his Reinhardt over here. He does shatter their entire team almost, 4 of them. But a big immortality field from Eldorado. But doesn't, Magnar got a pick there. Omnilus is just going to swing away again with another nano into the Reinhardt. And Ganween quickly realized that he probably should have pressed S instead of W as soon as he got in there.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
So they're going to get another touch here for overtime. Bad Swamp Dad, if he can get a few more ticks, he's going to have his ult. But he dies with Graviton. That feels really bad. And again, we can't do enough there. So, we get the second point for SpicyBoiz. They only have 1 minute and 20 seconds left, so they're going to have to push us quite quickly here if they want to get to the third point. Or just win, everything from here on out.
Yeah. I'm gonna see probably an early grab dragons here.
Огонь по
Yeah.
готовности.
Oh, we saw a grab from the other team. The Rock. Omnilus slams Sam to Wham. That's kind of a tongue twister. Foxham takes out Magnar Simp. Eldorado takes out Ganymede, and lots of headshots, lots of red arrows. Oh, then, well, still more red arrows in the kill feed, so some good accuracy from the kind of the skill positions on the side of
30 seconds.
SpicyBoiz. They're gonna get another touch here. Sandowam is a little far away from his team, but he does get a bubble. And here's the grab dragon we talked about. They're gonna get the 2 tanks, and that's gonna be tough for Rockin' Sockin' to come back from. But Ganween is still there. He does have an ult. That could be a game changer. If he can get in there and not fall here, he does Wraith out. He does get taken out with his ult. They are gonna get. They got a quick touch by the passing by of Sandowam, but ultimately push it all the way to point 3 for SpicyBoiz.
0 to 3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Yeah, so first point was a pretty solid, very very solid by Rockin' Socko, and second point was fairly contestable. They got to overtime, and then on third point it was kind of all SpicyBoiz. they rode the momentum on the last bit of point 2 to ride that momentum all the way to point 3.
Ready for battle.
See if SpicyBoiz come out with a similar tactic of close holding. Foxton's on Tracer, so that's probably what they're gonna do if he's running that. Yet he's already crouch walking, so I'm assuming that's they're talking about. Oh hey, we got a crouch walk, and they're probably talking quiet too, because that seems to help the decibel levels of our footsteps. So we're gonna kind of hold in the same similar space. Heroic is way back there, I think. Oh, he put a NFL score update. Who needs the NFL when you have the Find Me Alpha Overwatch League? Exactly. So, an interesting strategy of holding that corner over there. Sandowan charges in and pins Omnilus, but he gets saved by the Immortality Field. Foxton's just trying to pester Bad Swamp Daddy, it looks like. The wall is literally in the other wall, the ice wall anyway. Heroic gets taken out by Bad Swamp Daddy. Bad Swamp Daddy was on a mission. I agree with that play there. I like that play of being aggressive and pushing that guy out. Ironbird taking out Macnar. Ganween falling to Reckless, and Ironbird taking out that dang guy. So SpicyBoiz are gonna hold this with only 31 meters given up with it. It's a pretty good turnaround because they lost. I think they lost someone early, so that could have been catastrophic, but they turned it around. So, that turret's gonna get a lot of value back there. Early grab from Iron Brew. Sandowan hits him with a slam. Foxton with a big pulse bomb. Takes out 3, and Rock'em Sock'em just got to reset after that. That is true, you cannot hit them in spawn. But Omnilus shatters a couple, and then Ironbird gets the nano. It's the first time that Reckless has not nanoed the main tank here in a while. Magnar takes out Heroic though, but the turret is still doing a lot of stuff until that dang guy just eventually takes it out. So they're going to make a little progress here. They're going to chase, and Sandowan is taken out. And a big grab by Mad Swamp Daddy. Doesn't have a whole lot of follow-up. He got the Zarya, which is always a big case because I think Iron Brew is like very, very high charge. And Omnilus is going to touch again, making a lot of space. And Heroic is going to put the Molten Core all over the place, so they can't really move straight to that point. There's that little pathway there that Omnilus is in, but so far SpicyBoiz doing a good job of doing the close hold. Sandowan is going to try and make a little space here. Heroic takes out Macnar, who is a big purple by Reckless. Hit a bunch of their back line with it. Sandowan with the big slam after the grab. Doesn't matter because Foxton took out Bad Swamp Daddy. And Foxton did a lot of work on that Tracer back there. We're approaching where the point where Rock'em Sock'em Possums need to make a play here. There aren't a whole lot of ults on the board. Sleep goes in. That's kind of funny. But we're coming up on a Death Blossom. We're coming up on a Coalescence. We're coming up on a Shatter with Omnilus. So let's see what we can make happen here in the last 30 seconds of this one. We need to help out Sandowan here. He's getting a lot of pressure. And Sandowan is got pinned by Omnilus, but got out. The turret is just wreaking all sorts of havoc. It's not even. It's like in this. Foxton takes out Macnar. That turret, they're gonna push it past it, I guess. But that turret has just been shooting for about 15-20 seconds now. Sandowan, oh, that was unfortunate. Right before the beat came in, but a big grab gets the tanks. Unfortunately, the DPS are just really far away. And Ganwing finally takes out the turret. That Dan guy's going to stall for as long as possible. Ganwing does have, he could have a big ult until he gets taken out. Magnar going to be there as long as he can. But it looks like this one will go to the SpicyBoiz. Game, set, and match.
Play of the game.
Ooh, you don't see a solid play of the game every once in a while. Too often. See it every once in a while.
Apagando las luces.
All right, chat. Is there any anyone we want to see brought in for interviews or I'm gonna post a straw poll here in 1 second if there's any last second nominations. Biggie, Twig, and Jonah. All right, so straw poll is in the chat here. Go vote for who you think the MVP of the match is. I guess we'll bring the. Well, I was gonna bring the captains in. Here's that. Okay, looks like everyone is leaving. But we can still get some people in here. See if we can get Heroic and Bad Swamp Daddy in here. So Eldorado.
Where's Sam?
He said I played like poop, so no thank you.
Get him in here. Oh, I'm not in that anymore. How's it going, boyos?
Good.
I mean, here I am.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Caleb.
Dude, I had so much fun.
I played. I was watching the game for the most part, and I did not play well, but here I am. Y'all played.
Had fun. I had fun going on the adventure of my lifetime on that last day off the.
Yeah, that's what I noticed on the I think.
Did you wind up living there?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, he went on an adventure to try to get you over there.
Yeah.
That was about it. First of all, good games, very entertaining games from all of us here. Heroic, what were the comms like, especially on Numbani, which is a pretty, like, especially on the defense, was like a really strong hold. Oh,
Sam.
Numbani defense. I don't know, man. I was playing Torb.
playing Torb?
I know on our offense, that's not the question you asked, but we had a dive set up that I thought worked really well.
Where defense, it was just Torb things.
Yeah, just Torb things, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, Dylan called our dive. Speaking of our offense, that's what you asked for. Dylan called our dive, and we called that we were going to go to the high ground, and I bounced up there and got killed immediately by Caleb, but got rezzed and killed stuff, and then we won. And that's our comms for that round. You're welcome.
I'll take
Not
it.
as long as it was.
So it looks like Iron Bruce says in the chat, tonight's game plan, they beat us on a map last week, so I got mad and beat them up. Was that the strategy?
Basically.
Okay, cool.
He talked some mad shit saying that we shouldn't lose, and I was kind of worried because I don't think I've been on a roster that's won in playoffs. Appa says peekaboo. And
Appa.
Hey, wait, you were on my team one year. I take offense to that.
we didn't win.
Yeah, we lost every game, I think.
No, we won a lot of games, and then we played Shaka Khan's
that's
team
true.
in the playoffs, and he had like some busted subs, and you were like,
Yeah.
should I let them do this? And I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
And then we lost.
It's true. I remember now.
So, Bad Swamp Daddy, how was morale? 3-0 victory. Or a 3-0 loss. It's kind of tough, but is morale still high at the end?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're just here to have fun. We still have our giggles,
Yeah.
I mean, like, of course you want to win, but if you don't, it's okay. It is what it is.
Yep. Video games are supposed to be fun. I agree with that.
No, this league is a serious league, right?
Yeah, we're serious.
I mean, we are serious.
I didn't give Billy $50 in dues for some joke league.
We have dues.
Yeah, for the championship, right? Isn't there a payout for the winners?
Wait, you paid some?
Well, yep. Nope, there is.
We get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I gave Billy $50.
That's what it is.
Of course, we all gave Billy 50 bucks.
We all did.
Yo, did we just get bamboozled?
Yeah, Sam, we all gave $50 to Billy.
That's right, because we're gonna win and get the prize.
All right. It looks like in the straw poll, with a whopping 3 votes for everyone.
Fuck yeah.
We have a 3-way tie. The nominees were Iron Brew, Foxum, and Bad Swamp Daddy, and we have a 3-way tie for Iron Brew, Foxum, and Bad Swamp Daddy.
Hey,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at that.
So,
Congratulations to the that voted.
So the 3 people that voted, thank you.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on.
oh,
hold
Link
on.
again. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I
Well, he's
I
gonna
voted
ruin it.
already.
Alright.
I was one of the votes.
Why is there not a fourth person for me to
Not
vote
gonna
for?
lie, I didn't vote.
Wait, can we
Oh.
make this like a 6-way tie?
Sure.
Another poll. I gotta add some people.
Rigged.
Oh, we have some updated. I'm gonna post it again just so everyone can see it.
I was just looking for a Zarya game. I got what I wanted.
You got 3 of them. Wait, no, 2 of them.
2. Dos. Yeah.
All right, so we have some updated. Let's see what's refresh. And we are up to 9 votes, and we
Oh, yeah.
again have a 3-way tie for lead.
I just voted
match
for
game.
Iron Brew, so it broke the tie.
Okay, so it looks like Iron Brew.
There you go.
That's not
Iron
bad.
Brew
Let's
MVP.
Touchdown.
Oh, we have to wait for 2 more votes.
I'm going to wait for 2 more votes.
Yeah. There's 2 more people who vote for Fox and Bad Swamp Daddy, so we can have a 3. Just kidding. All right, good games had by all. Good luck to SpicyBoiz going on to the next round. Rock and Talk Possums. Great season.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
They're dead now.
Yeah, we're dead
Burn
now.
it. Kill it. I want to
The
see
possum?
the fucking
No,
tribal
possums
torch
don't die.
extinguish. Yeah, they
Make sure-
pretend they're dead. Are
We're
you gonna
only
fucking
faking.
come back in a later round?
Yeah. It's like a
Haha.
WWE. You're gonna see us just pop up later.
Dude, is that Rocket Sock and Possums music? Oh my god!
He's got a steel chair.
And it's Delfino Plaza.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our music.
Boo-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Well,
Well-
on shout out to the new 3-pack of Mario games.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
hope you guys can hear me peekabooing because I'm talking to Appa because he's peekabooing
Yeah.
back. So
Shout out to Heroics Bird Appa.
shout out to Appa.
Shout out to Appa.
Goodest boy.
Where's Shaka?
Shaka for Appa.
Shaka for Appa.
More
And
trades.
we need more trades. So this has been the Find Me Alpha Overwatch League. I am Kartos, along with McStupidhead and Grey Pilgrim. Shout out to Grey Pilgrim for doing the cams this evening, and McStupidhead for joining me on commentary. And with that, you have a good night.